I'm ready.
All right. My name is Jeff Anderson, and I am one of the lawyers for a courageous young man, Alex Merritt. Alex is on active duty in the military, so he can't be here. But his mother, Jody Merritt, is here. And she is here to speak on his behalf and on her own behalf. What happened to Alex Merritt at the Anoka Hennepin School District was illegal, and it was outrageous. He was harassed because of a perceived affectional preference. The teachers perceived him to be gay when he wasn't, and they treated him horribly and illegally. He complained of that to his mom, and his mom, Jody, for some time encouraged him to speak up. Finally, it got so bad that she took some action and got him to report these teachers, both Filson and Cleveland. As a result of that report, he was harassed further, and that's what caused them to go to us and to the Department of Human Rights, where a settlement was made. Training was supposed to be done. The teachers were supposed to have been disciplined. And still to this day, Filson and Cleveland, through news accounts reported today and otherwise, continue to harass Alex and refuse to get it. The bottom line is that Filson and Cleveland were bullies. They harassed and discriminated against this young man. He had the courage to speak up, and they continued to harass and bully him. So we're here today to call on the school district to do the right thing by standing on behalf of Alex and all the other kids who have been harassed, and to fire these teachers, to send the message to them that it's illegal, it's inappropriate, and it's wrong. And we really commend the courage of Alex and you, Jody, for speaking up on behalf of him.
Thank you.
He's not gay, but he was treated horribly because they perceived him to be. And on behalf of every kid, straight or gay, he had the courage to do something. And he now continues to incur the wrath because the school district failed to take remedial measures, and Filson continues to speak out and up in a manner that's outrageous and unreasonable.
I guess I'm here to speak up for Alex since he's in the Army right now, and we're speaking about what happened to him and how wrong it was, and how two teachers thought it was funny on a daily basis, 3-4 times a day, to harass my son that was straight. And if people are straight or gay, it's not a matter of what your preference is. For Alex, it was a matter of it was wrong what they did. And this went on daily, and within 3 weeks of school, he would come through the door, and he didn't have to tell me the story. I'd say, well, what happened today? And he would give me 3 stories, and I would tell him on a daily basis, I'm going in. I'm going to talk to the principal, I'm talking to the district, this is going to be an end because this is wrong. And Alex kept saying, Mom, please don't do it, it's going to get worse. And Alex just kept on saying, Mom, they'll keep harassing and I'll be more embarrassed, just let it go. And so I listened to his wishes for a couple months. And finally, when Cleveland said to him to go to the bathroom and bring Mike, another fellow and student, with you so he could stomp his foot on the other side of the bathroom stall, I just had enough. And then it needed to be end. The teachers needed to be removed. And I don't feel that the district really came forward and removed them. They just let the teachers still stay. They taught the following year. Alex, my family, we had to move. We moved 20 miles, uprooted, and Alex drove 30 miles one way to a school. And that's just wrong. The teacher should have been removed, not the victim.
And Alex and his mom had the courage to speak up and out on his behalf and behalf of other kids. And the school district did an investigation and found that both Filson and Cleveland had violated the law and harassed him. And it was brought to the Department of Human Rights with our help. And a finding was made, and a settlement was made, and training was supposed to have been imposed. And to this day, Filson and to some extent Cleveland continue to claim that they're the victims when they're the victimizers. They're the offenders. Alex had the courage to speak. We now implore the school district to have the courage to take the action that's necessary to silence Filson and remove Cleveland from any further opportunity to harass and do further harm to kids like Alex in and out of school. We really applaud Alex. He's not here because he's in the military. But we applaud his mom, Jody, for having supported her son and her son in his journey to help support other kids who are being maltreated in the schools and at Anoka Hennepin. And thank you, Jody, for speaking up and out. And thank you to you, Alex. We know you're in military service right now, but when you first came to us, you said, all I want is that this not happen to somebody else. And hopefully by your actions today and Jody's today, it just won't be allowed to continue.
Jody, you said that he is still being harassed to this day. How are they accomplishing that?
By coming out in the paper today in the Pioneer Press, there wasn't one truth to that whole story. Alex never had a gun. He never said he was bringing a gun to school, and if any child ever brought a gun, it would be in the paper and the news right there, and the kid would be expelled. Alex is not a violent person. He's nice, easygoing, caring, and I think that's why they chose him to pick on, because he was a good kid.
Is this the first time that has come out, this report that they claim happened? Had you ever heard this before, or was it brand new?
Well, Filson claimed to a reporter at the Pioneer Press, and there's a picture of Filson, that this whole incident had something to do with a gun. The fact of the matter is the investigation revealed, and Alex's own words showed, that some kids said in 2007 that there was a vague rumor that somebody had a gun, and that Cleveland had heard that. The fact of the matter is, it had nothing to do with anything. It was a vague rumor. Alex didn't have a gun, never had a gun. He never had a disciplinary problem in school. He was a great kid and a great student, and he still is. And for them to suggest that this whole incident was justified because of some gun is now not only a fabrication, it's a defamation, it's an outrage, and frankly, that's what's caused us to call this press conference here today. It just is just plain wrong.
Jody, had you ever heard this before? Had you ever, this was all brand new to you, and have you talked to Alex since this come out?
He's in the Army, so I only get like 2 minutes, and we just talk to each other to see how we're doing. And that's about all you get when you're done talking. First time I heard about it was on last Thursday when a reporter talked to me on the phone, which told me this, and I was totally appalled when I heard this. And the only thing I can guess, it came from one of the teacher's family members. It never happened, so it was just appalling to us to even hear that. And then to see it today, I feel like they just basically abused him again. I mean, it didn't happen, and they're still bullying him. And what's the sense of doing that to a child? He's now 18, but they did it to him when he was 17.
Alex was harassed at school by those teachers because he was perceived to be gay when he wasn't. He had the courage to speak up, and now the teachers, and in particular Phil